Hey, and welcome to Valkyrie. We are so glad you're here. In this quick explainer, we're just going to walk through exactly what you can expect in your first class. You've already taken a huge, important step, and we're here to guide you on the path that's ahead. We wanted to start with this quote because, really, it's at the absolute heart of everything we do here. This journey you're starting, it isn't about fear, it's about agency. It's about learning to take your stand, which is exactly what you're about to do. And no, seriously, just signing up for a trial class, that takes real courage. It means you chose yourself. You decided that you are worth the time, worth the effort, and worth the investment. And I want you to just take a second and acknowledge that. Because that choice, that's where this whole thing begins. So let's talk about what this is. Your trial class, it's not just some one-off event. I want you to think of it as the very first step on a path of personal discovery and empowerment. It's really the beginning of a transformation. And the best part? You're not walking that path alone, not at all. You know, there's an old proverb that says, women hold up half the sky, and we truly believe that. Here, you're becoming part of a community, a real sisterhood, and we are absolutely thrilled to stand shoulder to shoulder with you on this journey. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty, the practical side of things. We really want you to walk in feeling prepared and confident. That way you can just focus on the experience itself. So let's demystify what your first class is actually going to look and feel like. All right, first up, the simple stuff. Just wear some comfortable workout clothes you can move around in easily. And please bring a pair of clean athletic shoes, like trainers or running shoes that you'll only wear on our mats. This is super important because it keeps the surface safe and clean for everybody. And yeah, of course, bring a water bottle, maybe something to write with for any of those aha moments. And most importantly, just bring yourself ready to learn. Now, what can you expect on the mat? Well, you can expect to be challenged, both physically and emotionally. We're definitely going to invite you to step outside your comfort zone, because let's be real, that's where all the growth happens. And this is so crucial. You always have the agency to step out of any drill at any time for any reason. No questions asked. Your safety and comfort are paramount. And that just brings us right back to this. I know we're saying it again, but it's that important. We are all in this together. We support our training partners. We lift each other up. What we do here is create a space where it's truly safe to be challenged and to grow. So all of this builds into our core training philosophy. And honestly, it's what really sets the Valkyrie program apart from, say, traditional martial arts. We focus on principles, not just a random collection of rigid techniques. Okay, so what does that even mean? Here's the difference. Techniques, they're kind of like memorizing a recipe. They only work if you have the exact ingredients in the exact situation. But principles? Principles are like understanding the science of cooking. They give you a framework, a way of thinking that allows you to solve any problem, even one you've never ever seen before. The real world is messy and unpredictable. It doesn't follow a script. And principles, well, they make you adaptable. Let me give you an example. Take the principle of structure. Now, this isn't about one specific move. It's about understanding how to align your whole body to create a solid foundation from your head to your toes. We teach you how to use your skeleton because bone is always stronger than muscle. And this one single concept, it can be applied in countless situations to make you instantly stronger and way more stable. But look, this training is about so much more than just physical skills. It really is. The real transformation, the magic, it happens on the inside. We're here to help you forge resilience, build your agency, and really connect with that powerful woman who is already inside of you. Think about it. In our day-to-day lives, we so rarely get opportunities to truly test ourselves in a safe environment. Well, on the mat, you get to do just that. You get to face challenges that you choose on your terms. And every single hard thing you accomplish, every time you push just a little bit further than you thought you could, it builds that mental and emotional resilience for the next challenge, whether it's on the mat or off. And that right there, that is the path. It's a process. First, you push beyond your comfort zone in a supportive space. Then you get to test your own resilience. And that experience, it lets you completely reframe the story you tell about yourself, turning that little voice that says, I can't, into one that shouts, I can. And that process, it doesn't just build skills. It builds an unshakable confidence that comes from knowing what you're capable of. It gives you true agency over your own life. When you boil it all down, this whole journey is about awakening the unique superpowers that you already have. I'm serious. Your intuition, your awareness, your voice, your physical strength, they're all there. We're just here to help you sharpen them and, maybe most importantly, learn how to trust them. So we're getting close to the end of this little intro. But for you, this is just the beginning. This is about learning to claim your space in the world, completely and unapologetically. And this quote, it just says it all, doesn't it? The single most important technique you will ever learn is the deep, fundamental belief that you are worthy of being defended. That's the mindset we cultivate here. Everything else we do is built right on top of that foundation. So when you join us for your class, I want you to know you're not just trying out a workout. You are joining a movement of women who are tired of the statistics, who are committed to changing the narrative for all of us, and who are dedicated to going from strength to strength together. We are so excited to meet you and to take this first step right alongside you. So, the only question left is, are you ready? We'll see you on the mat.